Hey everyone. This is our very special Boss Fight Live, and we're just going to give this a second to get live across all of the platforms. So you can watch this on Facebook, you can watch this on YouTube, you can watch this on Twitter. Any of those platforms, wherever you're watching, you can comment as we go, and we'll get to as many questions as we can. You guys will notice that I've got all four of the partners with me here today. We've got Andrew and Trina and Eric with some jazz hands and Fred. And we are going to talk about some really fun hacks news. So I think we talk about pretty often that Boss Fight was founded in 2013. And Trina, do you want to share what that means from a hacks perspective and kind of the very early look before we get into the details on what we're going to reveal today?
Well, because we were founded in 2013, that means our company is next year going to be 10 years old. So we thought about spreading this event across all of 2023 and having a 10th anniversary year for Boss Fight.
Which is really exciting. And before we get into kind of the reveals, and I see a lot of questions coming in about, specifics, and we'll get there. I thought it would be fun, since we're going to be celebrating the 10th anniversary for you guys to kind of share some of the history of Boss Fight and kind of share with the fans. I'm going to start with, what is your fave hacks figure ever? Eric, I'm going to start with you. What's your fave hacks figure?
I was ill prepared for this question.
She said she was going to ask it this morning.
I know that. It doesn't mean I was prepared for it. My favorite hacks figure ever. It can't be one that's not out yet.
No.
Fine. I really have a soft spot for Steno. Always have. That first one is one of my favorite figures that we've done, but the new one that we just did, especially with the new hands and the open mouth with the fangs and stuff, I love that figure.
I see Stonefist is getting some. We've got Leonidas, Stonefist, Felonius. So you guys can definitely comment with your fave hacks figures too as we go through this. Trina, how about you?
I have two, because I really like Lacuna. She was one of my favorite to design, and I still just really like her. But I also have a soft spot for Felonius, because he was based on both my brother's D&D character as well as his likeness.
I love it. And Fred, how about you?
Probably Vemus.
Ooh.
He's the first toy that I got to design and sculpt at the same time, and so he holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, he's really nice too.
We got a Knight of Asparity. That's the first Knight of Asparity we've seen today. All right, Andrew, how about you?
I'm going to say Antonia from Series Z.
Ooh.
I was just looking at her today and marveling at how great her deco is.
Yeah, she's a really nice. So she's actually really close to my heart too, because she was named after my best friend growing up. So
I love it. These are all such good answers, and I see everybody has their own favorite. Patty says his favorite is NDA. Patty says also Antonia. We've got all the zombies in here. So, I mean, across all the years, we had Greek, we've had fantasy, we've had steeds, we've had some zombies. We've kind of talked loosely about future plans of hacks. I think there's a lot that we have to choose from. So you guys definitely have some good fodder here. This was all started by a Kickstarter in, was that 2014, 2015?
2014.
When you guys started the Kickstarter, because you were all part of that, did you think that we'd be where we are today 10 years later?
I'll go first. I hoped we would be. that was the whole goal was to start a toy company, and with a toy company includes longevity and new product, and so yeah, I mean, I had my fingers crossed that this was where it was heading.
How about the rest of you?
Well, I just want to second something Eric said, which is, like, we are a toy company, and I think the diverse product lineup we've been going for, and that being a long-term goal, I'm very happy with all of the different product we've put out and we're working on, and got some fantastic licenses and partners. So,
and as such, we're canceling all Vitruvian HACKS, and we're only doing no. That is not true.
Eric is lying. Oh my goodness. I think we can continue with some of these questions. If you guys have a question that you want these guys to answer about, our history or hacks or anything specific that's not like a specific toy question, you can type it in and we'll kind of get to some. But I think we should probably talk about the reveal a little bit because people are getting antsy.
Sure.
So let's see. I think the first thing is there's an official logo here.
Snazzy 10th anniversary logo.
Thank you, Dave Reeves, for making time in your schedule to do that.
Yes, when we went, hey, Dave, we need this for like today.
Yes.
We've got very few ideas, but make it good.
In 10 years, we have not learned to schedule or plan.
It's all good. So, Eric, why don't you take introducing what this 10th anniversary means and how that's going to fit into kind of overall plans before we jump into some interesting reveals?
Yeah, so with it being our 10th anniversary as a company, but we wanted to kind of give the company a little bit of a refocus, not really refocus, but focus a little bit more on what started it again, which was with Vitruvian HACKS. And we still have a number of items coming out throughout next year that are not part of the 10th anniversary, but are still Vitruvian HACKS. We've got Wave 7, which we've shown, and which has been a long time coming. We've also got Wave 8, which we revealed at last Toy Fest. And blanks and stuff coming along the pipe. But then we also have this subline of 10th anniversary product. And we wanted to kind of go back and take a look at what some of our like best selling and most popular characters were, and kind of give them, we don't do everything the same way. Recently, Fred has been re-engineering the HACKS quite a bit, so we decided to kind of go back to the well and change up some stuff. And if you're changing engineering, you may as well give some stuff new sculpts. And yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So, Trina, do you want to talk about what people can expect overall? How many figures over the course of a year?
So, like Eric brought up, there are still other HACKS lines coming out throughout next year as they come from the factory. But this 10th anniversary is going to include 8 items, some in our, what you expect of Vitruvian HACKS, and some in our customizing department, but 8 items in total spread across 2023.
What do you guys think? Are we ready to show off? Because we're going to show 3 figures, right? Are we ready to show off the first one?
Well, thinking about it, I don't think we should show anything today. What does everyone else think?
think we can wait?
Yeah, I think we can wait. Yeah.
I think that I would get inundated tomorrow with comments. So I'm going to show them off.
That's an additional vote to wait.
I'm controlling the slides.
Oh.
Fred, why don't you talk a little bit? So we're announcing the updated Night of Accord. Do you want to talk about how this guy has been updated?
Yeah, it looks all new.
Perfect.
You guys are killing me.
So yeah, he is an all new skull from the ground up. And he's got some of the new articulation with like the thigh swivels. Fred has actually re-engineered the waist area and stuff, so he'll have even more articulation in at like the waist and the hips and everything. You can see some of the parts are very similar to the original Night of Accord. We wanted it to fit in with that still, so it's still very much our Night of Accord. So yeah, this Night of Accord version 3 is, it comes with what you see here. It's got a new shield, what is missing here is actually he has an additional helmet as well. That Fred designed. That's really cool looking and just rad. So
We should emphasize, Eric said it, but these will fit with your current knights.
Yeah, these are still 4-inch hacks. They and a lot of the articulation. I think the only parts that really won't work with the initial system is really just the waist and hips. But things have to move forward. Things have to update and evolve.
They're pretty cool. I think we're going to show off a couple alternate views of this guy.
Oh, there's the helmet.
Yeah, that helmet was sculpted by one of our freelancers, Ed De Los Reyes. So
nice.
Excellent.
Good job.
And I think the really exciting part of this is this Night of Accord 10th Anniversary Edition is now up for pre-order on bossfightshop.com.
Go buy.
Not goodbye, go buy.
Yes.
These, the pre-orders are really going to help us determine the production run. So if you guys want to see lots and lots of nights, go pre-order, because that's how we're going to determine how many to produce.
I see a question about the different shoulder armor construction. Fred, these plug into the back like the female knight, right?
Yes, they're simplified than the original knights, so it's less parts, but they will still function the same, if not better.
Yeah.
And I see, will it have ball and socket for the waist section?
Yes, it does. That's the main big difference.
Yeah.
So you can rock them, at the waist.
And it has the new ball ankles as well that you developed for Zorro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so lots and lots of updates here. Everybody seems really, really excited.
Yeah, if you're familiar with our Legends of Lucha Libre, Phoenix and Penta Zero, the hips construction will be similar to that, kind of.
Yeah.
That add range.
Nice. All right, so Night of Accord, 10th anniversary, up for pre-order now. All of our retail partners also got access to this today, so it should be up either now or in the next 24 hours with our retail partners as well. So pre-order wherever you prefer to pre-order. I think we have one other thing that's going up for pre-order today that we are announcing. Are you guys ready to move on?
Yeah, I mean, you can't have a Night of Accord without a Night of Asparity. And again, this is based on Fred's new engineering and sculpt, like the original Knights. there's a couple of swapped out parts to make it a little different.
Definitely one of our
And
best-selling figures, and people have been asking for us to bring back the Asparity dice. So here they go.
This actually won a Figure of the Year award at some 20,
yeah, from TNI.
2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I love the new skeleton head and the chainmail hood.
these are two of our most requested figures for kind of updates, re-releases, etc. So these are good ones to start with.
It's I want to point out a detail that you probably can't quite make out on the size this image is displayed, which is the new skull head has a big crack down the head, and then he's got kind of like fangy incisors, which is really cool.
Let's see. That sword is awesome.
Lamberge, yeah, big fan of that.
We're real excited. Are the waist pieces soft goods or sculpted?
They're sculpted PVCs. So
Yeah, soft PVC.
It'll be,
but
yeah.
not fabric though.
Yeah.
All right, let's show off a couple more views because these poses are really fun.
That new helmet is so rad.
That skull head is so good. Okay, so those are the two that we're announcing for pre-order. They are both up for pre-order on bossfightshop.com. You can search 10th anniversary and they will pop up. We'll make links live, of course, in other posts after this. I think
Kenneth just posted a link for us.
Oh, thanks, Kenneth. It's on the Facebook. So let's see, ETA on these. Andrew, when are we expecting these to be leaving the factory?
I think we're looking at summer on next year on these. But who knows? We've been getting stuff faster and faster lately, so
yeah. We're having a hard time keeping up with our factory now. Like, it's kind of shifted.
There are currently, or within the next 2 weeks, there will be 5 containers on their way to us.
Yeah.
I think it's going to kill Chris.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to go help him.
No, he's got to unload all of them.
Diana's asking, do they have alternate hands?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they have the grip
Nice.
hands and the open hands.
So at the beginning of this, Trina alluded to 8 figures over the course of the year. Some we're going to share and some might be surprises along the way that we don't announce ahead of time. But I think we're going to show off one other figure that is not yet up for pre-order that will be up for pre-order soon.
It's
right?
just a little taste, a little appetizer.
Yes.
Just to show.
Go
ahead.
And kind of going back to celebrating what started us, we're going to kind of hit reverse and go back into the Greek era a little bit.
Do a little revisiting.
Are you ready for me to show off?
Yeah.
Not quite Greek, but
Not quite Greek, but
another
same era, Roman centurion.
Yeah, Tony Tallarigo, our other sculptor, did a great job on this one.
I love that creepy mask.
Yeah, but that one will be up for pre-order later. It is not going up for pre-order now.
And yes, Jacob, we absolutely will do a stop motion when these are released again. Oh my goodness. So that's a lot of reveals. We're not teasing anything else today, correct, guys?
No, not yet.
You told us we weren't allowed.
Yeah. I
I'm
want
just
them
putting it
to
on you
show
guys.
everything, but
I don't want them blaming me. I want them blaming you guys.
Fair enough.
Meredith won't let us share our toys.
We gotta spread out the fun reveals.
yes.
Yes, we're seeing a lot of love for the Greek figures, so there will definitely be some love there. Let's see, new night accessory kits coming. That's part of our standard line.
Likely.
Yeah.
No, there are no more pictures of the Roman yet. This is just an early tease, guys. And we're seeing a lot of questions on the other hacks that are out there that we've talked about. We're going to do updates on those on a different live. We really want to focus on this 10th anniversary here. But this is all of our exciting stuff. So I do see a question about looking at the knights. So I'm going to go back through those photos real quick.
And these
So while
images
we're
should
doing
also
that-
be on the store, right, Meredith?
Yes, these images are on the store listings already.
I've seen a couple people
I'm-
ask about the. I saw a couple people ask about the flaming sword that we had teased. That's from another figure that we're not showing today, ironically. But that one won't be long before we show that one because it's part of the first little group. Like these will kind of be in like little groups of 3, so it'll be in the first group. So
Yeah, we said there would be some surprises down the road, guys.
You're gonna follow us all year.
Yes. And
Chris
just
Rooks,
to
the Roman will come with the creepy face helmet will be a head, like a fused head helmet combo, and he'll also come with a head and a helmet to go over. That's exposed. So
Yes.
and I was just going to say, just to be clear and reiterate this, there are plenty of other hacks under development, but we're talking just about this. We're doing a special segment for 10th anniversary.
This is actually product in addition to when we figured out our schedule. At some point, we went, "Oh my God, it's our 10th anniversary. Can we add more into our schedule?"
yes, can we give ourselves more work
Yeah.
as a reward for lasting 10 years?
That's pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, like so wave 7 and 8 and the exclusives and the blanks, those are still coming next year.
As well as new themes that have been discussed.
Yep.
It's all still coming.
Yep.
It's all good. And yes, the packaging will have a 10th anniversary logo. It'll be slightly different. We're kind of figuring out what that looks like, but it'll be 10th anniversary packaging that comes with these figures. Cool.
I just want to say we couldn't have gotten within these 10 years without you guys. So thank you so much for supporting us, and we appreciate it so much.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's been really fun, and we've got some really great fans. Like some of you, it's like family at this point. We talk so often through the groups, through our own site. So thank you for not just buying our stuff, but also being a part of our little community.
Yes.
Yeah, we love you guys. So we hope you're really excited about the 10th anniversary figures. I think we're really excited to share these. This is kind of something that we've been holding back for a while as we worked on these, and everybody was just thrilled to share today. Let's see. Any other questions? Will we be reducing plastics and going with cardboard packaging? I think we're always looking at different ways to be a little bit more sustainable, and you'll see lots of stuff across different lines in the next, year or two as we kind of continue down that path.
Yeah.
Currently, I think most things are going to stay the way they are for now. But yeah, we are looking at some changes in the next year or so.
And some of the other lines are also exploring those things kind of ahead of HACKS too, I think. So
yeah,
it's kind of fun that we get to try out different things like on different licenses and push the envelope.
We decide the packaging format and materials based on each line, the needs of each product. So
love it. And we're getting a ton of questions around what else is coming. Those are future Boss Fight Lives, guys. All right. If you guys have any questions, you can keep asking them. We'll do our best to answer them. But we do hope you're excited. We've got that Night of Accord and the Night of Asparity for the 10th anniversary up on bossfightshop.com. They're also on Big Bad and most of our other retailers. I think Entertainment Earth has them and Diamond has them, and all of our favorite local shops have them as well. So feel free to ask your favorite retailer. In terms of when the next Boss Fight Live is, we will announce it right before. You're asking the
scheduling
before.
The female Night of Accord is in stock and shipping.
Yeah.
The female Night of Asparity is on a container that is supposed to hit any day.
Supposedly, it's been kind of stuck in various points of shipping.
The shipping situation worldwide is getting weird again. It's very
weird.
Strange.
Stephen, your happiness will increase 1 billion%.
Trina did the math.
True. I usually do.
Yeah.
Sigurd is also on the container.
Yes, is on the same container.
Literally every week, guys. It's like maybe this is the week it'll show up. Cool. And yes, George, this is definitely a party atmosphere. We are starting the celebration for our 10-year anniversary very early this time around. So lots and lots of fun stuff. Hope you guys are thrilled with this. I do want to just ask kind of one more history question before we wrap up, guys. We talked about your favorite HACKS figure, but I think there's an alternate view of like, what's the figure that you guys are most proud of having worked on? Maybe it was something that you really had a challenge on, that you really had to work through, but you're really excited it came through. So Eric, I'm going to ask you first. What is the figure you're most proud of?
I think the thing I'm most proud of for HACKS, and it's not really a figure so much as a overall feel of the line, and that's the diversity that we've gotten in the line as a whole is something I'm really proud of, and when I look at the line as a whole, it makes me really happy.
Good answer. Fred, how about you?
Any figure that people like, I'm proud of.
So diplomatic. Andrew?
I'm going to shift only slightly off topic and say the new Epic HACKS skeletons, which would play really well with your 4-inch figures too, as giant monster skeletons.
They are so cool.
They are so cool. We've been getting samples on those, and they are awesome. And the work Tony and Fred did on those figures is incredible.
Because you weren't there the other day, Andrew, Katrina and I sat at the table and played with your giant skeletons, and they are really so much fun.
Those hip joints are beautiful,
Yeah.
Fred.
Well, thanks, Tony, for that. He did most of the work with that.
All right, Trina, how about you? What's the figure you're most proud of?
God, I don't even know. I don't know. I kind of like Eric, it's not a figure, it's more of this universe that we created. Like so much of like the characters, the environment, the universe was either Eric and I in the car driving, or the four of us around the table in the office, or at the burrito place eating burritos and drinking tequila and talking about it's just, there's just so much like personal history for me involved in how we created this entire universe of figures that it's hard to picture one figure without the rest of them. So I guess this all-encompassing world that we've created it's monumental for me.
Awesome. Well, I think that's kind of where we're going to wrap it up today. We're really excited for this 10th anniversary. We have so much more to share with you over the coming months. I think there are going to be some really fun surprises for people. And potentially in the early part of next year, you'll see some really, 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 really exciting news. And we want to thank everybody for joining in, and for those that watch it after the fact because you couldn't join live, still definitely comment, like, share across the social. We'll continue watching comments as we can. And we can't wait to share more with you guys. And thank you, Andrew, Katrina, Eric, and Fred for doing all of this. And thank you guys for bearing with me to do some fun surprises here today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk to you all very soon.
Yep.
Have a good day, guys.
Toodles.